this week's Food for Thought. This week we're going to be thinking about a really important skill in advocacy, and it's the skill of persistence. Now, often when we're advocating with somebody, we might find that the request that the person has, or the request that we make, that we're supporting them to make, is often met with a no, a big fat no. And sometimes that's for good reason, and sometimes it's not for good reason, and sometimes it's for no reason at all because the person saying no really hasn't considered it. As an advocate, there's a skill, isn't there, in thinking how far do we push this? How persistent am I in my advocacy in supporting the person to reach their goal? Now, the bottom line is always be persistent. And if you find yourself not being persistent, if you find yourself being a bit too easily persuaded to give up on something, I think it's worthwhile asking yourself why. Is that because it's difficult? Is it because you're worried about looking foolish, perhaps? Is it because you're not really committed to what the person wants? And if it's any of those things, then we need to reframe that so that we can really walk alongside our partner and get aligned to whatever their goals are. Now, with persistence, sometimes people think that being smart and being intelligent is a way to kind of make the change and push for that goal. What I want to say to you today is that intelligence doesn't replace persistence. So I'm going to say that again. Intelligence doesn't replace persistence. It's a skill. And it's almost like in our hearts, isn't it? We've got to bring that skill to really persistently push and challenge things when they need to be. So that idea we're going to mull around in the session on Thursday. Do join us. It'd be great to just spend a bit of time reflecting on how we're persistent, how easy that is, or perhaps if it's not very easy, what stops us from being persistent, and hopefully we'll be able to learn from one another and share a bit of practice. All right then, hope to see you then.